Tory Lanez, he just got denied a bond to try to get him out. He's also filed a bunch of appeals, mistrials, anything else like that, all of which have been denied. Now, our last interview, I believe, was he already sentenced to the 10 years? Our last interview? I think he was. But what we had broken recently was that early on in his case, he was offered a 4-year plea deal that he turned down.
Yeah.
And just yesterday, when I did an interview, and I'm not going to say who it is because people will start connecting the dots, but I did an interview with someone and they had like their publicists around them. And I was talking to one of the publicists and she told me she was actually working with Tory early on, the whole crisis management shit. And she said that he was offered a 3-year plea deal early on and he turned that down. To turn down 3 years, ended up getting 10. Does that surprise you?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I understand this too, Vlad, bro. Like, it was a bad move on his part, but people who never been to prison, 3 years, that's a long time.
Sounds like a lot.
That sounds like a lot, but it's not. It sounds like a lot, but somebody who's never been to prison, my nephew did the same thing, bro. They offered him 28 on the body. And they offered him 15 on the body.
Mm.
He denied it and took him to the trial and they gave him 28, 30.
Double.
He would have been home probably this year. And sometimes you gotta understand when they got you, bro. I mean, like, if I was Tory Lanez, I would have raised my hand, apologized,
Yeah,
been on the way home. You know, Tory, man, Tory. I want to hear his music when it come out. I gotta give me a feature.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, it's just I don't think he had enough. No, I would say what I'm saying. I'm gonna stick with what I'm saying. A person who's never been to prison, we can't expect them to say 3 years is
nothing.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
Person who woke up every day. Person who has a child who he's raising.
Yeah.
You look at them kids like, man, I don't want to leave these kids, man.
Right. So you throw a Hail Mary.
You know, I think I might, you know, and most of the time the lawyers, they not gonna tell you.
No, I heard his lawyers was trying to tell him, but he wouldn't listen because his actual lawyer, it was a black woman who was like a superstar here in LA. Yeah. She wouldn't take the trial. He had to go get a whole new lawyer because she was like, I'm not doing this. Yeah, I'm not doing the whole Kelsey Shotter defense. I'm not, you're going to have to get someone else to go embarrass themselves in this courtroom because I'm not going to come up with this ridiculous defense at this point. You know what I'm saying? That's how you could tell that he's just not listening to his lawyers. If his actual lawyer quit and he had to scramble and get someone else last minute,
I didn't know that.
That means you're not listening to your lawyer.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something. I talked to a lawyer in LA who knows the judge personally, who told me that this judge is the most reasonable judge in the whole LA system. They brought all types of guilty motherfuckers to this judge and they give him probation and slap on the wrist and everything else. He said, if I was Tory's lawyer, I could have easily gotten him a year and 5 years probation. Because back then, Megan was not cooperating in the very beginning. It wasn't until he dropped that mixtape on her, you know what I'm saying, and dissed her on the mixtape and said that she wasn't really shot and started to mock her. That's when things started to get really bad. But in the very beginning, Megan was trying to protect him.
Yeah.
She didn't say that Tory shot me and whatever else.
Man, if judge was lenient, man. That was a lenient judge. He could have got 23.
Yes.
Gave you 10 on 23.
Yeah. Even with
most
all your,
time a rapper, you would have, bro, then his arrogance.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that was a nice judge to give you 10.
Right. And here's the thing. People don't think about this part.
Other people would have maxed your ass out.
Listen. People, for some reason, forget this very important part of this case. Tory Lanez is a foreigner. He's Canadian. A foreigner came to America and shot an American citizen and thinks that they're going to get leniency. Go to another country and shoot one of their people and see what the fuck happens. Go to France and shoot a French guy. You know what I'm saying? See how nice the court system is to you.
Go to Louisiana.
Go to Louisiana.
Go to Louisiana.
Same case.
I got 10 years for third offense marijuana. Like I tell people.
The same thing that Tory got for shooting somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marijuana, which is it legal in Louisiana yet?
No. But marijuana.
It's marijuana.
7 grams, 13 grams, and probably 28 grams. 3 different times.
That's nothing.
Are you hearing me, Vlad?
That's personal use.
Vlad, and I was never off of rehab, Vlad.
Yeah.
I've never been to rehab at all, Vlad. And I had a problem for years smoking marijuana. I just stopped in June when I got arrested because the judges either go to jail or smoke weed. And I hate how weed smell now. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So when I said that, a lot of people took that offense like Boosie says anything. No, I'm telling you what would have happened to him in Louisiana. If you would have shot our pride and joy, Megan Thee Stallion, in her foot to where them knees can't work, you know she got them knees. Man, they would have maxed you out, bro.
25.
We got Jim Crow laws, bro.
Yeah. He got lucky.
You know, like, man, bro, he got blessed, man. He gonna come home a stronger person. He gonna know who his people is. Mm-hmm. Prison made me out of sharper everything, man. It's school, man. It's school. You just gotta survive it.
I mean, listen, he learned the lesson that you can't listen to social media. You can't listen to people in your ear. You got to listen to your fucking lawyers, man. That's what I always say. You know, when I am dealing with someone, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like Tax Stone. Tax Stone wanted to do an interview before his trial. And I'm like, let me talk to your lawyer. The lawyer said, this is the worst idea in the world. I had to tell him I'm not going to do it. That's my friend. But I said, I'm not, your lawyer told me not to do it.
Yeah.
If you want to go do it with someone else. I'm not going to be the face of you getting fucked up in this courtroom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's lots of other outlets out there. But your lawyer's telling me, so I'm listening to your lawyer. I'm not listening to you right now. You're paying this guy. He knows better than both of us. I don't think Tory listened to, you know, everything I heard was that Tory was just a difficult client.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? He was listening to his lawyers. He's dropping fucking mixtapes about the victim, fighting with August Alsina. You know what I mean? Like just doing everything you're not supposed to do, leaving comments on Instagram, like, you know, DMing people like me and talking shit to me, like, you know, so you're now creating, you know, animosity with the media. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this, it doesn't make any sense. You're the only one on trial here. Everyone else can give a shit.
Right.
But, you know, I've been saying it. 2 years before the trial, I said he's going to jail. It's all laid out there. And he was mad at me. He DM'd me all angry. And I'm like, okay, you can be mad at me. Don't matter. And, you know, he got his 10. But he could have gotten 3 now, I found out. 3 out in a year and a half. With some little extra time and shit like that, a year and a half. Easy. And you get deported. But you're going to get deported no matter what. You're a foreigner that shot an American.
Yeah, they probably going to have that jet waiting on them, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, they probably
no, he's not going to step foot in America ever again. In life. That's how it works. In life. I don't care if you got Rolling Loud. I don't care if you perform at the Super Bowl. you better go to Toronto.
I can tell them anything, I just tell them, you know, take this as a
learning lesson.
A learning lesson, bro. Like, you know, like, because it's different these days. He still got a following.
He does.
You got people speaking up for Tory. Like, people mad at them 10 years, bro. You have a lot of people.
People argue with me on Twitter.
Man, I was on a plane one day, and a lady came to me and said, aren't you a entertainer? And I said, yes, because she saw people taking pictures. And I said, yes, ma'am. I just want to let you know that Tory Lanez was done wrong. He was wrong.
Oh, yeah.
10 years of your life. I'm like, oh, my gosh, this shit is serious.
No, listen, when I put up...
I was like, man, woman, I didn't do anything like,
Yeah, when I put up the tweet and said, listen, I just found out, I had announced that it was 4 years. I found out that actually he had a 3-year plea deal that he turned down. You know what people start replying? That just proves he's innocent. He'd be crazy to face 25. But if he's innocent, he's obviously innocent. That's why he turned down the 3. Well, no, you're right. He turned down the 3 because he'd never been in prison before. He was scared. He's 5'3". You know what I'm saying? Never been in prison. He's in a fucking... Now, I remember 1090 Jake said something interesting. He said he's going to have, unless he's completely in PC the whole time, he's going to have some problems because California State Prison is very serious on the gang shit.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't care about the celebrity shit.
No.
So when it goes down, whatever skin color you are, you better bang with those dudes.
You don't have the opportunity to be the celebrity in there. If you're a general population and it pops off, you're required to get involved. You have to pick up a knife. You have to. It's mandatory. So the situation he's in now, he has to basically forget about being a celebrity.
Yeah.
They don't care. You're not a rapper. Motherfucker, the blacks and the whites are going at it. The blacks and the Mexicans are going at it. The whites and the... You know what I'm saying? If you're on the side of whatever race is getting attacked, you'd better fucking fight or else they're going to fuck you up.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And because I guess I remember I was talking to someone because I guess there's no like gang sections in California State Prison. It's not like they separate the Crips and the Bloods and the Latin Kings. Like everyone's just there together.
Okay.
So when shit goes down,
it go down.
It go down.
Yeah.
You know?
In the Fed, they it's different.
Yeah. Yeah, it's different in the feds.
Yeah, in the Fed.
But state is worse.
Oh, yeah.
They're better off in the feds.
Yeah, yeah. I learned that from just being in the feds a couple weeks.
Yeah.
The feds sweeter than the state, bro.
Because you get more of like the high end, the white collar criminals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
dudes.
sweeter, you know. You don't really see the savages.
No. They're all in the
because
state.
mostly everybody had money. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.